Welcome to our first drop-in session. I hope you enjoy it and you'll want to become a regular visitor to these sessions, which we'll try and keep informative and entertaining for you if we can. Now, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about due diligence or compliance training, which is important both to reduce the risk to employers from being found liable for employees' actions, and it's important to help you prevent unwanted behaviours at work occurring in the first place, like bullying or discrimination, for example. Now, at my HR department, we've come up with a way to help our client employers carry out their due diligence training in an easy way, and I hope it's easy anyway. Let's have a look. This month's theme for training is workplace bullying. Now, what I'm going to do now is show you the tools we put in place. These are, by the way, free for you to use as long as you remain a retained client of my HR department. But if you do come out of contract with us, then you must stop using our tools and our videos and our training materials. Otherwise, you'll be breaching our copyright. After all, a lot of time and effort goes into making these things for you to use. So I'm going to come out of PowerPoint now and nip into Chrome to show you the client area. So here you have something that's going to resemble your screen on my HR department, the my HR department homepage. You'll see in the top right, it might not look exactly the same as on my screen, but in the top right you'll see a client area there. So if we click on the client area, then hopefully Chrome will bring us into the exclusive area that's just for my HR department clients, and here you can see that we have the latest information waiting for you. It starts with a large video, this month's topic, which we launched actually in June, as workplace bullying, and then below the workplace bullying video you can see that there are some additional resources. So if I click here to download the resources, I could download the slides as well for this section. You can see that we've got a little icon has appeared, and that's our Word resources to help you with your training. If you open that document, and then it'll bring you into a guide, an employer's guide to how to do due diligence training to prevent workplace bullying. And that guide gives you everything pretty much that you need, a suggested timetable, information, and even in here we've got a couple of emails that you can crib and send to your staff, keeping copies of course, a little bit of amendment to do on them to make them your own, but a very, very easy way of carrying out due diligence training within your business. So I'm going to go back to the website now. So there we are. You can see the big box here is a video. Now that's designed to be a training video, 16 minutes long. These videos are designed to educate either managers or employers or both. In this case it's both. You just need to make sure that it's been watched. And again, if you keep a record of who watched it and when, then it'll be part of your due diligence defence if you need it. You can make it part of your induction for new people too. The video gives examples of bullying. It tells employees how to report bullying, and it also talks about low-level bullying and how low-level bullying can be dealt with, as well as where to go for help and advice as well. And the video and emails can be produced as evidence, if you need, that you took reasonable steps to prevent workplace bullying. And a future court or tribunal would view these, together with your dignity at work and your equal opportunities policies that my HR department prepare and maintain for you. They would regard this as steps taken by you towards maintaining what we call a due diligence defence. Okay, so let me nip back to my slides and put that back into full screen mode. Okay. 2 points that I'm going to make before I sign off today. And the first is that this is not just a one-off exercise. You can't just do this and then forget about it. Previous tribunals have discounted training that's more than a year old, and they regard it as out of date. So because of that, we'll keep refreshing and updating and tweaking and training and re-releasing the materials covering the same sort of topic range, usually around discrimination, bullying, and where the expensive claims can come from. And so we'll keep releasing those every year, probably more regularly than that. All you have to do is keep picking up the resources that we provide for you, pick up the videos that we place on there for you, and use those for your training. Now, secondly, the icing on the cake when it comes to due diligence training and it comes to defending vicarious liability claims is validation. And this is essential for larger employers. It's advisable for everybody, but it's essential for larger employers. We can best validate training by hosting face-to-face or virtual training sessions with your staff, and then following that with a knowledge test to check that they've understood the material that we've covered. Now, this would be bespoke to you. It's a more involved process than the publicly available video, or rather the client available videos and training materials that we release. But we would be more than happy to design a full ongoing due diligence program just for you, just for your organisation, and put that into motion for you and look after that and refresh it and carry out reminder training and little extra bits as well. You can use support hours for that, or we can cost it as a project for you, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's me done. I'm going to pass you back to the office and back to Siobhan and Gemma.